Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Joey Bridges. I'm joined by my brother James. We're back to the refrigerator background, as someone once called it, because, well, we lent out our backdrop. Again, we do our best to help out. Alright, today, James and Johnny Cash. By the way, he knows he's back dressed. He's back on jury duty. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. By the way, Jamie, is there something wrong with the fact that you dress better for work than for jury duty? Or?
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the complete compliment to the legal system, but hey, they say dress comfortable.
Get comfy.
Yeah,
okay.
Whatever.
Totally random. All right, and by the way, if you have a comment, we were tired of people who were watching our videos.
Yeah.
Comment. Ask questions.
Share some feedback. Let us know what else you want.
Yeah, let us know what else. That's how we come up with these pieces. Okay, one of the things I wanted to talk about today, had a recent call, actually just yesterday, a conversation with one of our clients about choices of media and where to spend money, because they represented a group that had a budget for the year. And one of those things is, where do you spend your money?
And I think that's an important thing. Now, this particular group had a pretty sizable budget, but what they were running into was some of the challenges of picking some mediums just because they had a budget. So literally throwing money in a wall, hoping it would work in the thousands of dollars, saying, oh, hey, here's $3,000, hope that works, without necessarily thinking, hey, is this the best medium for my business and for my other businesses that I'm supposed to support?
Yeah, and in their particular case, it was very interesting that people were willing to spend money on something that there was basically no, I'll just say it, it was print media. Now, there's nothing wrong with print media. Print media can work fantastic when you have tracking in place and other items. However, these people were kind of running the, well, we've always done it. You don't want to do anything because we've always done it. That doesn't mean, that may mean it's good, but that also may mean it's not good. On another client I was working with on evaluating their print media, it was working okay, but it could work better. And the one I talked to yesterday, they probably needed to stop doing it, especially considering the amount of money they were spending it and what they could invest in their case. They had a website that they weren't spending any advertising on, or SEO, or any social networking. They could have taken the exact same funds and gotten a lot more bang for buck in their particular case.
Now, let's take the rules and flip it on its head, though. Now, Joe, flip it on its head. Joe was actually talking to one client. Like I said, nothing wrong with print media. However, what Joe did on one of his calls, and I'm just going to anecdote for him here, was actually rewrote the entire ad, and the client said, this is different than we've ever seen. Yeah. This is over the top. This would challenge our industry. And I think that's important. Now, it came down to a headline change, to copy change, and a different call to action. So there's may nothing be wrong with some of the mediums you're choosing to use, whether that's print, whether that's social network, whether that's a website. But be real tough and say, hey, get a different opinion. Get an outside opinion. Hey, you have two people here that you can get an opinion from. And I'll tell you, this was an industry that traditionally is... let's say more conservative, that Joe wrote the ad for, but it was totally different, over the top. So when someone's be flipping through the magazine going, catches their attention. See, hey, sometimes you really got to push the boundaries of your industry.
James brings a point. You can go borrow a lot of things that work in other industries. Like, hey, you can borrow what we're doing here on Facebook, and take, a lot of people take our, the graphics that we've done for them, they use it on websites, or they use it in their print media, they use it in other things. You can use things that work in totally unrelated industries and go use an industry quite effectively. And I think that's where things are heading. If your industry is a little stuffy, a little old school, we deal with them. We're working with some lawyers, accountants. Who else do we have?
Insurance.
They're
willing to push it.
Yeah. So if you're in kind of what might be considered a stuffy industry, pushing it is a great way to generate some leads as far as that goes. So anyway, see how you can push it. We'll put a link here. Go sign up. We'll spend 15 minutes on the phone with you, just chat with you, see what's going on. It's always fun. In fact, I had a couple calls the other day. So anyway, on behalf of James, I'm Joey Bridges. To your success with your Facebook marketing efforts.